AI-powered medical diagnostics decision support devices global startup deep dive analysis Q1 2025 report executive summary AI-powered medical diagnostics decision support devices have evolved from experimental innovations to essential enablers of modern clinical practice. In Q1 2025, these solutions are playing a central role in advancing precision medicine, enhancing early detection, supporting clinical decision-making, and improving disease management across care settings. Fueled by regulatory momentum, including FDA 510(k) clearances, CE markings, and MDR compliance, as well as growing payer alignment and integration into digital health infrastructure, these solutions are rapidly scaling across hospitals, outpatient care, telehealth environments, and home-based models of care delivery. This Q1 2025 analysis presents a global scan of 98 startups developing 113 AI-powered medical diagnostic and decision support solutions across 18 countries. Each solution was evaluated through a proprietary four-dimensional model, which assessed the clinical relevance and intended use, technical performance and usability, clinical validation, and medical-grade regulatory compliance of each solution using the AI agent-powered digital health evaluation platform. Based on average scores ranging from 0 to 10, solutions were categorized into top tier, 9.0 to 10.0, second tier, 8.0 to 8.99, and third tier, 7.0 to 7.99. This report captures the momentum, breadth, and clinical impact of AI diagnostics and underscores how these technologies are reshaping global healthcare delivery. Our findings indicate a maturing landscape in which an increasing number of clinically validated, regulatorily approved, and globally scalable solutions are transforming diagnostic models. These solutions span a wide range of modalities including advanced medical imaging, digital pathology, neurocognitive assessment tools, blood-based biomarker diagnostics, voice and speech biomarkers, smartphone-based disease testing, and real-time clinical decision support. This convergence of artificial intelligence, cloud infrastructure, and data-driven analytics is giving rise to a new class of diagnostic solutions that are scalable, interoperable, and capable of delivering high-value insights at the point of care. 1. Evaluation framework. To systematically evaluate the diverse landscape of AI-powered medical diagnostic decision support solutions, we implemented a rigorous four-dimensional assessment framework. The first dimension focused on clinical relevance and intended use. This dimension assessed the degree to which a given solution addressed a well-defined, high-priority clinical need and whether it articulated a clearly specified patient population and use case. High scores in this domain were reserved for solutions targeting critical diagnostic gaps or underserved populations, particularly when supported by clinical guidelines or real-world use cases. The second dimension evaluated the technical performance and usability of each solution. This included a detailed review of algorithmic accuracy, robustness across populations and care settings, interface design quality, accessibility across demographics, and the ease of integration into existing clinical workflows. Solutions that demonstrated reproducible results across diverse patient cohorts, had intuitive user interfaces, and required minimal training for deployment scored highly. Usability was considered a key differentiator, as solutions must be both technically sound and seamlessly deployable to achieve real-world impact. The third dimension centered on clinical validation. We examined whether solutions had undergone prospective clinical trials, were supported by peer-reviewed publications, or had achieved real-world clinical integration within established health systems. The strength of the validation evidence, such as multi-site randomized controlled trials, specialty society endorsements, or published comparative effectiveness research, was critical in differentiating high-performing solutions from early-stage ventures with limited empirical support. The final evaluation dimension addressed medical-grade regulatory compliance. Solutions were reviewed for FDA, CE, or MDR certification status, along with adherence to major data protection standards including HIPAA, GDPR, ISO 27001, and SOC 2. We also considered clinical safety protocols, audit capabilities, and cybersecurity readiness. These criteria ensured that solutions were not only clinically and technically viable, but also positioned for scalable and secure deployment within regulated health systems. Each solution was scored between 0 and 10 in each of the four dimensions, with an overall average score determining the tier placement. Solutions achieving scores between 9.0 and 10.0 were classified as top tier, reflecting excellence across all dimensions. Those scoring between 8.0 and 8.99 were categorized as second tier, denoting strong but still maturing solutions. Solutions with scores from 7.0 to 7.99 were placed in the third tier, often representing early innovation or niche applications lacking full validation or scalability. 2. Top-tier solutions. The top-tier segment emerged as the most mature and impactful category, encompassing over 60% of the solutions analyzed. These solutions demonstrated robust clinical relevance, validated accuracy, and real-world deployment across multiple healthcare systems. They also met or exceeded regulatory and privacy requirements in key global markets. Collectively, these solutions are redefining how diagnostics are delivered, interpreted, and acted upon in clinical practice. One of the standout performers in the top tier was HeartFlow, whose FFRct solution provides non-invasive coronary artery disease assessment using AI-enhanced CT angiography and computational fluid dynamics. The solution is FDA cleared, CE marked, and reimbursed by Medicare and commercial insurers in the United States, offering a scalable and clinically impactful diagnostic alternative to invasive procedures. Similarly, Digital Diagnostics and Eyenuk have pioneered autonomous AI diagnostic systems for diabetic retinopathy, which enable real-time retinal image interpretation without specialist input. These tools are already deployed in primary care settings and are approved for widespread use. ADOC, Viz.ai, and Rapid AI are driving innovation in radiology and neurology through AI solutions that support stroke triage, detect pulmonary embolisms, and identify intracranial hemorrhages. These solutions integrate directly into radiology workflows and electronic health records, providing actionable insights within minutes of image acquisition. Hyperfine's Swoop Portable MRI, another top-tier solution, enables bedside neuroimaging using standard power outlets, enhancing access to diagnostics in emergency, rural, and low-resource settings. Other notable top-tier solutions include Freenamy's multiomics-based blood diagnostics for early cancer detection, Clearly's coronary CT analysis solution for atherosclerosis, and Anamana's AI-powered ECG tools that identify cardiac conditions like pulmonary hypertension and cardiac amyloidosis. Across domains such as neurodegeneration, oncology, cardiology, and ophthalmology, top-tier companies are not just building AI algorithms, they are delivering clinically validated, regulatorily approved solutions that fit seamlessly into global healthcare systems. 3. Second-tier solutions. Second-tier startups are marked by credible, high-potential offerings that are technically mature and often well-aligned with clinical needs but still require additional validation, regulatory expansion, or payer partnerships to reach top-tier status. Many of these solutions have launched commercially and achieved regional regulatory approvals but remain in earlier phases of evidence generation or market penetration. In the ophthalmology space, solutions like AEYE Health and Altris AI are advancing diabetic retinopathy and macular degeneration diagnostics but have yet to reach the same level of autonomous decision-making or reimbursement support as top-tier peers. In cardiology and respiratory diagnostics, solutions such as Echo Devices' digital stethoscopes and ARTIQ's AI for pulmonary function testing are gaining adoption in specialty clinics and telehealth programs. These tools demonstrate strong usability and technical performance but would benefit from expanded clinical trial data and payer engagement. Ezra AI and Harbinger Health are developing full-body MRI interpretation solutions and blood-based cancer diagnostics, respectively. While these solutions show promise in non-invasive, early-stage detection of complex diseases, they are still undergoing clinical validation and are not yet widely reimbursed. Solutions such as Iterative Health, Medial Early Sign, and Page Breast are advancing in digital pathology and predictive analytics, and could ascend to top tier through expanded regulatory approval or strategic deployments within population health programs. Second-tier companies are often poised for significant impact, particularly if they align themselves with academic health systems, participate in large-scale prospective studies, or form partnerships with payers and providers committed to value-based care. Their success will hinge on their ability to move from technical readiness to clinical and commercial validation at scale. 4. Third-tier solutions. Third-tier solutions represent early-stage innovations or niche diagnostic tools that demonstrate promising differentiation but currently lack sufficient clinical validation, regulatory readiness, or interoperability to scale widely. These solutions are often focused on emerging or specialized areas such as behavioral health, rare diseases, and pediatric diagnostics, and may be more suitable for research settings or pilot deployments at this stage. For instance, companies like Detectivio are exploring contact-free vital signs monitoring using facial scanning, while Kintsugi is using voice biomarkers to screen for mental health conditions like depression and anxiety. These approaches offer novel, non-invasive diagnostic possibilities but require rigorous validation and regulatory approvals before achieving broad clinical adoption. Solutions such as OutSense and MachineMD are developing diagnostics based on unconventional sensors or neuro-ophthalmic pathways, which may be suited for targeted use in geriatrics, neurology, or chronic disease management. While these companies have yet to secure widespread adoption, they may represent the next frontier in AI-powered diagnostics, particularly as global health systems look for scalable, low-cost, and decentralized tools. Their trajectories may be accelerated through participation in health tech accelerators, co-development partnerships with medical device firms, and alignment with public health priorities such as dementia care, frailty detection, or early cancer screening. 5. Strategic trends and insights. Several macro trends are converging to accelerate the growth and clinical impact of AI-powered diagnostics. One of the most significant is the rise of autonomous diagnostic solutions, which are now increasingly able to make screening and diagnostic decisions independently of clinical specialists. Solutions like IDx-DR and EyeArt exemplify this shift by enabling point-of-care screenings that reduce the need for specialist referral, particularly in under-resourced settings. Another key trend is the expansion of AI diagnostics into primary care and home settings. Smartphone-based diagnostic solutions, such as those offered by JanaCare and Healthy.io, enable disease management and screening to occur outside traditional clinical environments. These solutions are often paired with AI-driven analytics and cloud-based dashboards, supporting early detection and longitudinal monitoring. The integration of digital diagnostics into broader health data ecosystems is also a defining characteristic of high-performing solutions. Many solutions now integrate directly with EHRs, clinical trial platforms, and virtual care infrastructures, allowing them to participate in broader care coordination and population health initiatives. AI is also increasingly being used to analyze liquid biopsy data, voice recordings, and even retinal scans for conditions ranging from Alzheimer's disease to ovarian cancer, suggesting a future where multimodal diagnostics powered by AI become the norm. Finally, the emergence of specialized use cases and narrow AI applications, ranging from prenatal ultrasound diagnostics to pediatric autism detection, points to an increasingly personalized approach to diagnostics. This trend aligns with precision medicine goals and will likely define the next wave of innovation in the space. 6. Strategic recommendation. Top-tier startups should continue their momentum by pursuing global regulatory approvals, expanding commercial deployments across new geographies, and deepening integration with payers, pharmaceutical companies, and digital health ecosystems. These companies are well-positioned to drive standardization in diagnostic workflows and become core components of clinical infrastructure across multiple verticals. Second-tier solutions should prioritize the generation of prospective clinical evidence, broaden their compliance with regulatory requirements such as MDR and PMDA, and focus on achieving payer alignment through captain code utilization and participation in reimbursement frameworks such as DIGA and NHS Innovation Accelerator. Partnerships with academic research centers and clinical networks could also accelerate their path to top-tier status. Third-tier innovators may benefit most from targeting niche, high-impact markets that are currently underserved. These include maternal and child health, behavioral health, elder care, and low-resource settings. Securing funding through public health grants, engaging in translational research, and developing regulatory roadmaps will be key to evolving from experimental to deployable solutions. 7. Conclusion. AI-powered medical diagnostics decision support solutions are no longer speculative innovations. They are foundational to modern, data-driven, and value-based healthcare. With 98 startups offering validated solutions across 18 countries and over 25 clinical domains, this Q1 2025 deep dive reveals a sector that is not only maturing, but becoming indispensable. From autonomous imaging diagnostics and point-of-care disease detection to multimodal cancer screening and neurological assessment tools, these solutions are redefining diagnostic pathways across the continuum of care. As the sector continues to expand, Those solutions that demonstrate a blend of scientific rigor, regulatory readiness, clinical usability, and interoperability will lead the transformation of diagnostics from reactive, episodic care into proactive, continuous, and intelligent health management. These companies are not just building AI tools, they're shaping the future architecture of personalized, preventive, and accessible global healthcare.